host for the WDVX Blue Plate Special, Red Hickey.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. And we're here inside Visit Knoxville. Feel free to come join us if you like. If you can't be here with us, know that you can slide on over to that WDVX Facebook page or our YouTube channel where you can watch it streaming live. So we have two acts for you here today on the show. Ash Taylor is here, and they'll be up the second half of the show today. To get things started, well, he's based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all give a great big welcome to Troy Castellano to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you so much. Evergreens tangled up in the sunshine. One cloud in the middle of a blue sky. Two birds singing songs of flying by. Ain't doing nothing but feeling alright. 'Cause days like these are made for laid back things like backwoods coffee on the front porch swing. What a life, what a view. Got my arm around you, can feel the feel good floating on the breeze on days like these. Ooh, on days like these. Ooh. Radio playing low, nothing high tech. You're getting me high, baby, in that sundress. Nowhere to go till the sun sets. Then I'm taking you out, baby, that's a safe bet. 'Cause days like these are made for laid back things like backwoods kissing on the front porch swing. What a life, what a view. Got my arm around you, can feel the feel good floating on the breeze on days like these. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On days like these. Days like these. Days like these are made for laid back things like backwoods kissing on a front porch swing. What a life, what a view. Got my arm around you, can feel the feel good floating on the breeze on days like these. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On days like these. Floating on the breeze on days like these. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On days like these. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On days like these. Thank you. Days like these sunny days here down in Knoxville, especially. Gonna be a super hot one today. Hopefully you guys are going to stay hydrated. Once again, my name is Troy Castellano. This next song I'm going to play is one of my favorites. I'm all about the story songs, and those country songs tell them best. This one's about grandpa, a grandson, and a hand-me-down hot rod. It's called Spin. Couldn't wait for Sundays to come around. Off in the distance I'd hear that V8 sound. Grandpa's red Camaro picking me up for Dairy Queen. I had a feeling something was different that day. Took a left when he would usually goes straight. Stopped around the corner, says, son, I know you're only 13, but slide on over, let's switch seats. You take the wheel and I'll take the heat. Ain't this freedom worth the trouble we could be in? I got faith, you got this, so go ahead and step on it. The sun's going down faster than you think, so take it all in and let's go for a spin. She still runs like a dream and she's in good hands. His eyes shaky, but he still knows who I am. He's waiting there in his wheelchair like he's all dressed for church. He cracks a smile when he sees that old Camaro and me. Nurse helps him in, and once we hit a back street, I say it's been years since you shifted these gears, Grandpa, what will it hurt? So slide on over, let's switch seats. You take the wheel and I'll take the heat. Ain't this freedom worth the trouble we could be in? And I got faith, you got this, so go ahead and step on it. The sun's going down faster than you think, so take it on in and let's go for a spin. Every mile's been a memory, he told me that day, and I'll always be beside you. Then he turned to say, slide on over, let's switch seats. You take the wheel and I'll take the heat. Ain't this freedom worth the trouble we could be in? Yeah, I got faith, you got this, so go ahead and step on it. The sun's going down faster than you think, so take it on in and let's go for a spin. Let's go for a spin. Let's go for a spin. Thank you so much.
This is Troy Castellano with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So, how long have you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville for 10 years this
10
year.
years. All
10-year
right.
town. It's all going to break open for me now.
So, where was home? What do you call?
I'm originally from Minnesota, central Minnesota, so kind of out in the country. Where are you guys from? All right, yeah. You know where Isani and Cambridge is? That's where I grew up.
All right. So, did you have a musical upbringing?
Yeah, you know, I had a guitar since I was 8 years old. Really didn't know what I was doing with it till I was about 13 or 14. And then played in
That's
a lot.
about the time you started driving that car, isn't it?
Yeah, yep. 15 for sure. And then I played in rock bands, you know, like, so I'm a child of the 80s, or grew up in the 80s actually, and I was enamored with all the rock bands around that time, and ended up, you know, putting a rock band together. Cover band is what it was. And I did that, and throughout that, you know, 20 years of doing that and having fun, we did some good shows. I always wrote music, but it didn't really fit the rock thing, you know. I tried to make it fit, but it wasn't authentic, I guess. And what I wrote, I didn't know where it fit. And then about 2000, 6, I think it was. I grabbed a CD at a garage sale. It was Keith Urban's Golden Road, and I'm like, so this is country. This is not my dad's country, you know. And started diving into that, and there was another band called Big and Rich that was really doing rock country, and I'm like, wow, that's maybe where I should be. And after years of not being able to give it up, I took a trip here at the advice of an attorney I use once in a while, and I fell in love with it. This was 2012, and I told my wife, you know, is there any way we could possibly move? I know we've lived here all our lives. We were neck deep in domestication. 3 kids, 10 and 13. I got twins, so 2 of them were 10. And we just took a risk. Like, luckily, my wife was on board. She said, yeah, let's give it a try. You know, I tell this story a lot because it's never too late. You know, you can go follow your dreams. And I guess the hardest things, you know, I looked at it like this. We're not trees. We can move, right? So if it don't work out, you can always go back home. Home is always there. So I figured we'd try it here and see how it was. And then within a year, we're like, yeah, we rented for the first year and had our kids in a good school. And we're like, let's go buy a house. So we ended up planting roots, and now the trees are growing here.
All right. So you've done a lot. When did you finally decide, you know, to do your own thing? I mean, how long have you been just...
Oh, I did like a CD of my own in 1999. That was me trying to do rock. And then I did another one in 2010 that was a little bit more crossover rock to country, maybe Americana, you know, is what it was, and had some success with that. You know, it had there's a lot to the story because I've been at this for a lot of years, but I had a record deal offered to me in L.A., and I flew out there, and we tried to work it out. It didn't happen, but that flipped my switch, and I was in my early 40s then, and I'm like, you know what? There's something to this. I just got to follow that muse. So if I can go somewhere like Nashville where there's opportunities, you know, to make a living at it, then that's what we ended up doing, you know? I mean, so in answer to your question, it's like I always kind of dabbled in writing songs. I think I wrote my first song at 9. But really, they're all terrible, right? And you learn the craft, and you learn to get your emotions out a little better with your words, and co-writing helps as well. So,
well, let's see here. You've got a single out there called "This Is Where."
yeah.
And I'm going to assume it's available for folks out there on all those streaming
Yep, all the
platforms.
streaming. It's leading up to, I've been dropping a few singles out this year, and I got a bunch more coming out this fall, and it will be all capped with a full album release with two to 3 songs that will only be available on that album release. So in this digital world, it's an ever-changing, you know, design to release, and so they call this waterfall. You put out singles, and then you put out a full album, which re-releases all of that, and you add a couple of ones that haven't been released yet. So that's my plan right now.
Okay. So he has some gigs coming up. September 10th and 11th, he'll be in Columbia, Tennessee. And on the 17th, he'll be in Nashville at the Live Oak.
Yep.
You can
right.
find the complete tour schedule by visiting the website there at troycastellano.com.
That's it. Yes.
It's not that hard to spell. It's harder to say correctly,
Yeah.
I think, probably.
It is. It's like any of those Italian names that got more than 5 letters to them. How do you say that? But I know my dad, when I was really young, he's like, learn to spell this first, because you'll have to spell it for everybody as you go through life. So,
Well, y'all here at the house, feel free to stop by the merch table afterwards and certainly shake and howdy with him and thank him for being here with us today. Y'all, this is Troy Castellano on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
all right, thank you so much, Red. Hey, I just want to mention one thing, too, that I do that's involved with the music is 2018, I started a nonprofit called Instruments for Education, and we donate instruments to Middle Tennessee schools. We're trying to reach out this way as well, but since 2018, we've donated 1,000 instruments, and these go to Tennessee or Middle Tennessee students, teachers, and schools. And I think it's really important that we're in this screen world that we live in to get kids into something like right in their face, you know, not like a screen, but something more real world in 3D. So giving away instruments is a rewarding thing to me, and hopefully it kicks off some other kids' journey into music and all of the good stuff that comes along with that. So I'm going to play our theme song. I wrote this with a friend of mine named Doug Folkens and another great artist named Justin Love. This one's called Give 'Em a Guitar. Something special about a hand-me-down six-string. Learn a couple chords, get you feeling like Springsteen. If you see someone in need, somebody with a dream, looking for some inspiration, well, give 'em a guitar, yeah, good place to start. Something they can always hold on to. Start up a band with a couple of friends. Microphone or no kick drum, but a surefire way to get a heart to hum. Well, give 'em a guitar. Yeah, give 'em a guitar. Garage band, school of rock, church pew choir, the front porch, bedroom, or backyard fire. Music works like that. It's always giving back, changing life one note at a time, yeah. Well, give 'em a guitar, yeah, good place to start. Something they can always hold on to. Start up a band with a couple of friends. Opening doors they may never walk through. Might be a microphone or no kick drum, but a surefire way to get a heart to hum. Well, give 'em a guitar. Yeah, give 'em a guitar. Well, give 'em a guitar, yeah, good place to start. Something they can always hold on to. Start up a band with a couple of friends. Opening doors they may never walk through. Might be a microphone or no kick drum, but a surefire way to get a heart to hum. Well, give 'em a guitar. Yeah, give 'em a guitar. Something magical, something beautiful right there in their hands. Well, give 'em a guitar. Thank you so much. Like, yes, give 'em a guitar. If you got one handy that you're not using, pass that down to a kid. All right, so sometimes songwriting gets personal. I know that, I write a lot of songs as a pitch to Music Row and other artists, and sometimes you can't really get that personal and say the things you want to say. So this next one I wrote actually on January 1st of this year, and it was like about time I took a little break on drinking. And not that I had a lot of trouble with it or anything, but I just know it was affecting my day-to-day, and I consider it kind of an ambition thief now. So, and the way that I have to curb that is just not have any whiskey in the house. So that's what this song is called. I'm not one to walk away from anything. I've been raised to put my boots on and walk on through. But I'm such a stubborn son of a gun, thinking that's the one and only thing to do. Oh, and maybe I'm just too afraid to say I quit, thinking I won't be myself if I don't take a sip. All those promises of warmth and cheer always brings it right back here to my lips. Oh, that bottle on the shelf is just a devil in disguise. This I know so well because I fell for all the lies. When I pick it up, I won't want to put it down, even if I may burn this place to the ground. Fanning flames that I have a hard time putting out, a light of fire that's hard to douse. That's why I can't keep whiskey in the house. Oh, I tend to say things out loud to start a fight, and those holes broke through the walls, things I can't take back. And in the morning I'm just sorry for what I did the night before, and you're mad. Oh, that bottle on the shelf is just a devil in disguise. This I know so well because I fell for all the lies. When I pick it up, I won't want to put it down, even if I may burn this place to the ground. Fanning flames that I have a hard time putting out, a light of fire that's hard to douse. That's why I can't keep whiskey in the house. Oh, they say out of sight and out of mind. I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure gonna try. 'Cause that bottle on the shelf is just a devil in disguise. This I know so well because I fell for all the lies. And when I pick it up, I won't want to put it down, even if I may burn this place to the ground. Fanning flames that I have a hard time putting out, a light of fire that's hard to douse. That's why I can't keep whiskey in the house. Oh, I can't keep whiskey in the house. Thank you, thank you. So I can keep water in the house, but yeah, that one was kind of personal to me, and yes, I'm still thirsty. All right. So this is one I like to do on a closer of my show, and I dedicate this to the audience and the people that I don't know if I'll ever see again. And this one's called Whenever I Can. We all say see you later, like it's some kind of guarantee. Oh, but honestly, we don't know if we'll ever see each other again. So I'll make it a point to see you whenever I can. Cashing in those free hug coupons you gave to me some months ago, 'cause I don't want to miss another chance to hold you close. That's my plan. So I'll make it a point to hug you whenever I can. Whoa, we never know when it's our time to go, so I'm gonna make each moment count. No more of this missing out. Gonna go out of my way to make some plans with you today, 'cause I know there's gonna come a time when I can't. So I'm gonna say I love you whenever I can. A hurried kiss in the morning, a Got bills and deadlines, always too busy for a little bit of you and me time. Even if I'm slammed, I'll make it a point to kiss you whenever I can. Oh, we never know when it's all time to go, so I'm gonna make each moment count. No more of this missing out. Gonna go out of my way to make some plans with you today, 'cause I know there's gonna come a time when I can't. So I'm gonna say I love you whenever I can. Whoa, whenever I can. Whenever I can. Whoa, we never know when it's all time to go, so I'm gonna make each moment count. No more of this missing out. I'm gonna go out of my way to make some plans to do today, 'cause I know there's gonna come a time when I can't. So I'm gonna say I love you whenever I can. Whoa, whenever I can. Whenever I can. Thank you so much.
That's Troy Castellano on the Blue Plate Special. So, feel free to shake and howdy with him after the show. Certainly thank him for being here with us. He has some merch available over there at the merch table. And again, you can find more information there at troycastellano.com. The current single is This Is Where and can be found on all of those streaming platforms. The complete tour schedule and more information available at troycastellano.com. Well, support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves and from Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It's home of the Big Plate on Fridays at noon. Coming up this Friday, Wasted Major will be with us. This is a group that, a band that was born out of going to the University of Tennessee. They all met there at UT. They now live over in Nashville. Coming to do a little show for us Friday on the Big Plate. You can find information about that at WDVX.com. Additional support comes from the Senior Financial Group, your neighborhood Medicare partner. For more than 30 years, Senior Financial Group's been on a mission to make Medicare more affordable. Information and assistance available at sfgmedicare.com. Also, 865-777-0153. So, as we slide on into the rest of our show here, Ash has been here with us before. I think it's been a minute, but we'll chat more about that in just a second. Are you all living in Nashville?
Yes, we are. We are, and we love it.
All right. So based out of Nashville, Tennessee, you all give a great big welcome to Ash Taylor to the Blue Plate Special.
This is my current single. This year's a song called Cigarette. Turn on the TV, see the fighting in the streets. Everybody is losing their minds. human, but we're not always kind. And everybody's got their own way. I'm just gonna smoke another cigarette, watch it all burn from my front porch, roll into the stones coming out of that old cassette. I've got no regrets, 'cause life's too short. So while the world throws a fit, I'm just gonna sit and smoke another cigarette. Now some call me crazy, I just think they need to chill, take it easy and just let it roll. 'Cause you do what you can, 'cause you can't do it all. I ain't stressing when I'm out of control. And everybody's got their own way. I'm just gonna smoke another cigarette, watch it all burn from my front porch, roll into the stones coming out of that old cassette. I've got no regrets, 'cause life's too short. So while the world throws a fit, I'm just gonna sit and smoke another cigarette. Light it up! I'm just gonna smoke another cigarette, watch it all burn from my front porch, roll into the stones coming out of that old cassette. I've got no regrets, 'cause life's too short. So while the world throws a fit, I'm just gonna sit and smoke another cigarette, smoke another cigarette, smoke another cigarette. Oh yeah. Thank you all so much. Hey, how about another round of applause for Mr. Troy Castellano? How great was he? Fantastic. This next song I'm going to play for y'all is a fun one. I actually wrote this song while sitting in traffic one day back home in Nashville. I'm a California girl, and I feel like the traffic just follows me wherever I go. It's a song called Jesus Loves You, and I'm trying. Well, I'm from a back road from Pew. Loving my neighbor is all I knew. Not much gets to me, but there's a few people. There's the ones who don't know how to drive, going 20 and a 55 when there's not a single cop in sight. Then there's the ones who swear but don't tell the truth, don't pay you back, give you IOUs. Well, I've been patient, but now I'm through. 'Cause even Jesus, yeah, flipped a table or two. There's something that'll come out of me. I'm done turning the other cheek. They've gone and tested my Christianity. And I know I'm told not to lie, so let's give honesty a try and finally say what's on our minds. Well, I ain't no saint, and it ain't no secret. Yeah, Jesus loves you, and I'm trying. Lord knows I've tried, can't count the times I stayed up all night praying for the strength to not commit a crime or to give me the power to bite my tongue after my name was dragged through the mud. Well, it makes me want to drink, but hey, don't judge. 'Cause even Jesus, yeah, turned water into wine. There's something that'll come out of me. I'm done turning the other cheek. They've gone and tested my Christianity. And I know I'm told not to lie, so let's give honesty a try and finally say what's on our minds. gonna come out of me. I'm done turning the other cheek. They've gone and tested my Christianity. And I know I'm told that's a lie, so let's give honesty a try and finally say what's on our minds. Well, I ain't no saint, and it ain't no secret. Yeah, Jesus loves you, and I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. Can I get an amen?
This is Ash Taylor with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So sometimes you just pick up on things during sound check, and you just hear conversations and things dropping. And well, I don't want to call you a liar, but I don't think that I'm just gonna guess here. You don't seem like a cigarette smoker to me.
I am not.
And I overheard you say that you're not a drinker either.
Red, you're just calling me out.
And I'm like noticing
Yeah.
that the
Well-
songs that you're writing.
I think to be a great storyteller and to relate to people, I think sometimes it's really cool if you have a personal experience. So I'm not a smoker, but my mom is. And so is my grandfather. So I grew up in a household of smokers. But the idea that I actually got for the cigarette song, our current single that I just played a minute ago, is it was in the pandemic, and, we were all locked in our homes, and I had a neighbor who was what I would call a hoot and a half, okay? I mean, just hilarious. But what gave me the idea for this song is she would go out in the yard. She'd pull out a lawn chair, and she'd sit in her front yard, and she would basically, a nice way to put it would be talking about the world burning and going down the toilet. And she would just sit there and smoke away. And, it's like everyone else is freaking out, and we're all turning on the TV, and no one knows what's going on. And there'd she be out in her lawn chair, just in the middle of the afternoon, just smoking. And then she'd be like, "Hi, honey, how you doing?" And I mean, she just had, this like great carefree attitude. And so, I just made her a character, and I said, you know what? There's a song in there. And I think, oddly enough, I wrote that, like I said, during the pandemic, but I still think today it rings true. I had someone call that song a song for the times.
Well, I'll tell you that, there's a lot of writers that we talk to that, they don't even like to co-write because their writing is so personal to them. There's others who love the co-writing, but there's certain writers that can just make up a story. I often call them lies, but you just make up something. Might be a killing song, or it might be something about just something your brain thought up. It might be history. Right. It could be all kinds of things, but I just noticed that you've got a different sort of writing style than a lot of people that are just write from within. You're able to look into the rest of the world.
I appreciate that. Well, when I actually moved to Nashville, I've lived a lot of different lives in music. I actually started in audio school and worked in studios, and when I moved to Nashville, I actually moved there just to be a songwriter. And it was my whole goal and intention to write songs for other people. And, I did that, and I enjoyed it. And I think that's kind of where you're picking up on, where it's like, I don't need to actually live a song to write it. Now, I have lots of those, and I love those, but I can look at someone else and their story and go, let me put that into words for you. And I think that's just the songwriter in me coming out. And now that I'm an artist, like I may not smoke cigarettes, but the real message of that song is really just being kind to each other and just kind of taking it easy and just loving on each other. And I think that's a message I can get behind as an artist. So if I need to pretend like I smoke cigarettes to make someone smile, then I'm okay with that.
So Troy was talking about, he likes to give away instruments to kids. I heard you say you're a guitar geek earlier today.
I am. I think that comes from my many lives in music before I started being an artist. But yeah, I own 36 guitars. So that may sound like a lot, but I'm gonna tell you what. They all get played. Any record that has come out that I've put out in the past couple of years, it's when you hear the track, like if you go to Spotify and pick a song of mine, all the guitar parts that you hear is literally myself or my husband Chris next to me. So we go into a studio and we play everything, and that's a very old school rock and roll way of recording, especially in Nashville, because usually you have session players and they bring 1 or 2 guitars, but I go, we're going to bring 10 and 12 amps and we're going to try them all and play different parts. And I think for me, just I love gear and I love guitars and I love knowing how they work, and it's a skill that I feel like my husband probably wishes I didn't have, because it probably cost him a lot of money with all those guitars. But it's amazing for me. To me, that's like a palette, like being an artist and trying to figure out, well, man, what do I want to sound like, and what can I do with this guitar, and how do I do that? And it's just something that I really enjoy, just understanding how to record guitars and how to make a sound that I hear in my head come out on a track.
Some girls get diamonds, some girls get guitars.
Yeah.
It's different for everybody. So let's see here. Tomorrow, they are going to be in Surf City, North Carolina, and on Friday, Hampstead.
So I'm playing tomorrow in Asheville, North Carolina, at the Outpost.
That's because I have the wrong page.
Oh, that's okay. I was
going
going to say, hey, Red, should I be at that gig? I'm not sure.
Okay,
Making me
let's get
second
it
guess.
right here. No, I still don't have it right. There it is. Good grief.
it's
Get it
early
together.
still.
Okay, so tomorrow she is in Asheville at the Outpost, and Saturday you're back in Nashville on September 4th, headed up to Louisville, Kentucky, some Kentucky gigs. You can find the complete tour schedule right there at ashtaylor.com. The single Cigarette streaming out there on all those musical platforms, as well as I believe I saw a video for that as well on your website there.
I did, yeah. We filmed a music video for the Cigarette song, and it was a blast. Filmed it in Nashville, and my dog is in it, which I think is the coolest part of that whole video. You'll see my little golden retriever getting all the attention on the front porch, but it was a blast.
Y'all feel free to stop by the merch table afterwards, shake and howdy. Y'all, this is Ash Taylor on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Red. Speaking of songs and music, I would love to play you guys a song. This next one here is going to be coming out on Friday, September 13th, wherever you like to listen and stream music. And I actually wrote it about this handsome guy sitting right here next to me. Would y'all please put your hands together for my husband, Chris? In case you can't tell, Chris likes to pick the guitar just a little bit. But I wrote this song because I actually never thought that I was going to get married, to be honest with you. I thought I would write songs and hang out with my dog, and I just never thought I would meet somebody. And I just kind of was doing my own thing. And then one day, this guy walked into a Guitar Center, and everything changed. It just all changed. And he is my manager, my band leader, my lead guitar player, my husband, my partner in all things. And he is just such a blessing in my life. And I wanted to write a song about him. And I really don't write very many love songs, believe it or not. But Chris is from the great state of Indiana, and I'm a California girl, and we met in Tennessee. And I guess you can just say that I am so grateful for him, and I'm definitely not going anywhere. He's stuck with me now. We just celebrated 3 years of marriage, and hopefully we'll celebrate many, many more. But this is a song I wrote for him, and it's going to be my next single. It's called Stuck on Indiana. No, Wyoming, still don't know why I left. In Georgia, left me for some girl out west. things were always rocky with Colorado. And damn if I think twice about Ohio. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, and Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on. Oh, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. They say you can't put a rock on a rolling stone, but this boy makes me feel like I'm finally home. And I've gone round and round like a race car track, but he's the only thing that keeps me coming back. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, and Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on. Oh, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. Me wanna put down some roots and buy some land, put a ring on my hand. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, and Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on. Oh, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. I'm stuck on Indiana.
Well, thank you all so much. This next song I'm going to play for you guys, I wrote this song by myself one night at my dining room table. I got 4 brothers. I am the only girl, and I am right smack dab in the middle of all them boys. And I love my brothers very, very, very much. And if I'm being honest, though, they can be a pain, you know, childhood and adulthood. Y'all got siblings? Raise your hands if you got siblings. You know what I'm talking about, you know. But, man, I love my brothers. And I got the idea to write this song because I was in a fight. Me and my one brother, we were kind of not seeing eye to eye, and it kind of was becoming real clear that we just weren't going to be able to, you know, to kind of come to an understanding. And I wanted my brother to know that even if I, you know, don't necessarily see eye to eye with him, just because we got the same last name doesn't mean we always see the same way, does it? And that's the thing about family, and that's all right. But I wanted him to know that even if we couldn't agree, I still loved him, and that he could always come back, and that I would always be there for him. And I think that's a very important message. And to me, that's one of the beautiful things about family, whether they live down the street or whether they're miles and miles away. But the song is called Family. Don't mind the dirt on the welcome mat. Just a sign knowing you can always come back. And yeah, we've got dirty laundry that we may hide, but if these walls could talk, they'd tell you of the love inside. From the slamming doors, mud on the floors, saying goodnight prayers, to the I'm sorry's and you were
we're still family. Family. And I remember what Mama always said, a friend will come and go, but blood is a forever friend. And no one will understand you like I get to, 'cause every part of me is a part of you. From the slamming doors, mud on the floors, saying goodnight prayers, to the I'm sorry's and you were right, just knowing somebody cares. No, we don't always see the same way, even though we have the same last name, but we're still family. Family. From the slamming doors, mud on the floors, saying goodnight prayers, to the I'm sorry's and you were right, just knowing somebody cares. No, we don't always see the same way, even though we have the same last name, but we're still family. Family. Yeah, we'll always be family. Don't mind the dirt on the welcome mat, just a sign knowing you can always come back.
This is Ash Taylor with us here today on the Blue Plates special. She's got one last tune for us here today, but before she does that, how about one more round of applause for Troy Castellano here? Y'all can certainly feel free to shake and howdy with our performers and thank them for being here with us today. And feel free to stop at that merch table as well. We want to invite everybody, excuse me, back again tomorrow. Kyron Daniel will be here with us. Now, Kyron is visiting with us from Australia, and he's a protege of Tommy Emmanuel. He's a very famous guitar player. There you go. We got one for you tomorrow. Yeah, you can find more information about the show by visiting our website there at WDVX.com. We are a listener-supported radio station. There's always a little donation bucket in the back of the room. A little love in the bucket helps us keep the good music going here on the Blue Plate Special. Again, ashtaylor.com. She is headed to Asheville tomorrow. I got the North Carolina part right, I guess.
Yeah, listen, I don't know where I'm at half the time, so I was checking with you.
Then Saturday, back in Nashville, and September 4th up in Louisville, Kentucky. Again, the complete schedule can be found at ashtaylor.com. Thank you all, both of you, for being here with us today and coming over this morning. Will you leave us with the last tune?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. It's always so great to be here. And thank you all for coming and listening in person today. And thank you to everyone who's tuning in from online. I thought I'd end you guys. This is kind of one of my signature songs. So many years ago, I was playing in a bar, and a guy came up to me afterwards, and he said, my God, you play guitar like a man. And I laughed and I chuckled and I said, well, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I guess I just look like Barbie and play like Ken. And I got to thinking and I said, man, there's a song somewhere in there. And so this was many years, I have to say now, before the Barbie movie, just FYI, so many years ago. But I got in the car and I wrote this next song. And I actually had this song on hold by an artist named Miranda Lambert for about a year and a half. And she gave it back to us, so we're going to be recording this and putting it out later on this year, and I'm so excited for it. But this is a little song called Play Like Ken. When I was a kid, didn't really fit in while the other girls played with their Barbie dolls. I was busy jamming on my flat top, saying only boys can play guitar and girls should look pretty like a movie star. Well, I don't mind pink, but my mama told me I could be anything I wanted to be. Said when I grow up, I'll show them, gonna look like Barbie, play like Ken. Lead me to the stage, fire up the band, gonna rock this town with this guitar in my hand, got my lipstick on, let my hair down, I'm cranking it up to 10. Gonna look like Barbie, play like Ken. Well, I made it down to Music Row, just doing my thing and selling out shows. Some say girls can't top the charts, but I just smile and say, well, bless their heart. You know I prove them wrong and put them in a song, and I won't stop till the world sings along, 'cause I look like Barbie, play like Ken. Lead me to the stage, fire up the band, gonna rock this town with this guitar in my hand, got my lipstick on, let my hair down, I'm cranking it up to 10. Gonna look like Barbie, play like Chris. Now just 'cause my guitar is made out of bling doesn't mean I can't be mean. Just watch me bend these strings. Ow, lead me to the stage, fire up the band, gonna rock the Blue Page Special with this guitar in my hand, got my lipstick on, let my hair down, I'm cranking it up to 10. Gonna look like Barbie, yeah. Lead me to the stage, fire up the band, gonna rock this town with this guitar in my hand, got my lipstick on, let my hair down, I'm cranking it up to 10. Gonna look like Barbie, play like Ken. My name is Ash Taylor. Thank you all so much. Y'all, God bless.
That's Ash Taylor. Thank y'all. And join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.